we have to be, as the good guys, we have to be right every single time. We need to not click any links. We need to not do anything. But the bad guys just have to be right once.
This episode is made possible by OIT VoIP. Find your best-in-class revenue generation for MSPs all over the world. Learn more via the link in the show notes.
Good morning and welcome to the October 10th episode of MSP Dispatch, your source for news, community events, commentary, and sometimes pumpkin spice latte in the MSP channel. I'm Ray Rossini, joined by my co-host, Mr. Josh Hobine. How you doing, Josh?
Fantastic. It is a great Thursday. And interesting facts about today. It's National Angel Food Cake Day, National Cake Decorating Day, National Walk to a Park Day, and also National Metric Day. So let's make sure that we're not using any freedom units today while we discuss the news.
You don't measure your cup of flour using washing machines? You don't?
No. Eagle wingspans, that's how I measure it.
That makes sense. That's America right there.
Absolutely.
And speaking of the most America story I can think of, let's talk about X-Force. In my first story, IBM X-Force, hackers are using phishing, BEC, to steal cloud credentials, in a story written by Jeffrey Burt for MSSP Alert. IBM's annual X-Force Cloud Threat Landscape Report, released last Tuesday, reveals the increasing use of phishing and business email compromise, or BEC, to steal cloud credentials. These credentials are key targets for hackers, with phishing accounting for 33% of cloud-related incidents over the past 2 years. BEC attacks, responsible for 39% of incidents, often follow phishing campaigns and to take over email accounts. Human error remains a major factor, causing 31% of cloud breaches through misconfiguration. Despite a 12.8% drop in the price of stolen credentials, hackers persist as businesses shift to the cloud. Josh, I had read somewhere that BEC is like the most common path of getting access to networks. What are you seeing in the day-to-day?
We've seen more BECs in the last quarter than we have the first 2 quarters combined, offering things like multi-factor authentication and identity management to protect cloud environments. Yes, you should have those things in place. Everyone needs them. But I could just trick you into giving me your password. The best way to counter it is to have better alerting and documented procedures and knowing what needs to be done. Let's stop them before they use it to spin up Azure resources or get into your AWS environment, things like that. Yes, we can put all these protections in place, but they're still going to happen because somebody is going to click a link.
My personal opinion, user training trumps all, right? We can put as much software as we want, but truth of the matter is users are going to use, right? Like hackers are going to hack. This is a daily occurrence that are in regular newspapers. Why do you think it's so prevalent, even though awareness has to be there at this point?
Well, first off, these phishing campaigns, these business email compromise attacks, I mean, they literally have full phishing as a service platforms that threat actors can purchase and send out. There is no technical requirement to send these out. It's extremely easy. We have to be, as the good guys, we have to be right every single time. We need to not click any links. We need to not do anything. But the bad guys just have to be right once. It's a numbers game, right? And yes, user education is the most important. But again, we're humans. We're not, constantly staying vigilant. And the other thing I want to say is I don't think companies take business email compromises as seriously as they should.
We had actually did a special report with Huntress. One of their suppliers was the victim of this, and they sent a phony invoice, or they sent a real invoice with new wire instructions to Huntress. The point of what I'm saying is, this happens to everybody, like you're saying. I clicked a link. Thankfully, it was security awareness training link, and I had an invite to a Slack community. And sure enough, I was screaming and cursing once I saw the fin. After a bit of embarrassment, I think we should go to our next story. Josh, we verified that I'm an idiot. What else is getting verified?
In my story, Google is testing verified checkmarks in search. From Jess Weatherbread from The Verge, Google is testing a new verification feature in search results to help users avoid fake websites. Some users are seeing blue checkmarks next to business links, indicating that companies like Meta and Apple are legitimate. Molly Shaheen, a Google public affairs spokesperson, explained that this small experiment aims to assist shoppers in identifying trustworthy businesses online. For instance, checkmarks appeared next to official links from Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon, but they disappeared when users switched accounts, indicating limited rollout. Hovering over a checkmark provides a message stating Google's signal suggests this business is the business that it says it is. Well, Ray, we've seen how well this worked for Twitter, or X. I'm sorry, X. Do you think we're going to suffer the same fate for Google, or do you think they're going to have a better rollout?
It's hard to say because it's not the what, it's the execution, right? I love the intention. I get it. Google's adding, now they're adding what company is on Google searches to the left of the results, besides the URL. If done right, I would absolutely love to see it. But how they limit it, who's allowed to do it, I don't know. Josh, what's your outlook on this?
Well, malvertising is pretty rampant on Google because all a threat actor has to do is pay for the Google ads, and then now they're the number one search result and they're on top, and they can make it look like they're the legitimate thing. What's stopping them from going through the verification, paying the money, and saying, "Hey, we're the company," and they get the check, and then the real company doesn't know how to do those things. So I'm skeptical. It's just another thing that's ripe for threat actors to abuse, unfortunately. So again, if done right, it's a good step in the right direction. My concern is the process behind it and how potentially easy it is to get around that and to say, "Are you who you not say you are?"
Yeah,
So
I
we'll
mean,
see what
if you
happens
can
with
keep
it.
up with that, you should be fine. But I can't. No, it gets the best of us, right? Like we were talking on the phishing and the BECs, it can get the best of us. We have to protect 100% of them. They have to get one right. I do want to hear what the MSPs think. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in MMN Discord. Both Josh and I are there, and we want to hear about it. For now, Josh, what community events do we have coming up?
Community events, we have the Deep Cyber Dive 2024 MSP Revenue Blueprint presented by Fin Security, which is a virtual event running from October 8th to October 10th from noon to 4 p.m. Eastern. We have Channel Pro Live Dallas, which is an in-person event on October 9th and 10th in Dallas, Texas. We have Scaling Your Microsoft Cloud Practice with Automation presented by Roost, a virtual event happening on October 10th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern. And we have Seven Figure MSP Live, an in-person event in San Antonio, Texas, happening October 15th through October 17th. All right, we made it through another one. We got 2 more news stories down. Looking forward to another great weekend because it's pumpkin spice season. So my snack of choice right now is I got some pumpkin spice popcorn, actually. So go out and enjoy the pumpkins.
There you go. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves and each other.
This has been a broadcast of the MSP Media Network.